Hi, I'm back for another haul. Like I said, today is Sunday, and hopefully, sorry, I'm gonna be in the same shirt and whatever, but I just needed to start somewhere, and I'm starting today, and today is a down day for me, so um, I don't have a lot to do, so I said, okay, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make videos, and that's what I'm doing. Okay. This says TJ Maxx, but I didn't get it from TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx also has a subsidiary here that's called HomeGoods. I don't know if where you are have HomeGoods or not, but I just been blessed, and God keep giving me signs that I'm doing right. I'm doing the right thing. This is the direction that I want to go in. Um, I did my son DJs, and where he DJed, they have I call it a craft fair, but they call it something else, like every quarter. And this was the first time my husband and I did it. And we were like, Tonette, we're not, if we do this again, we can't do gift baskets because this is different. It's golf. I don't know if anybody knows what golf is. It's the people that wear the black and all of that. But they were very, very nice. And my son is not into golf, but he DJs. And he's like, Mom, look, I DJ, I get paid a lot of money. So I'm like, okay, go for it. But one of his friends just got her real estate license. So she's just getting into the real estate business. And I was telling her that I made gift baskets. And I said, I can make, we can team up and I can make your closing baskets. I'll give you a good price. I'll make them, because you're starting out and I'm starting out with the closing baskets. We'll help each other. Um, so she agreed, and I'm like so happy. I'll have to show you. I already made one. I have to show it, but she hasn't sold her house, any houses yet. So it gave me an idea. Um, LBI, LBE again. Like I said, I listen to her, and because when she does hauls and everything, she's still giving you information. She's always teaching, no matter whether she's showing you a concept or a haul. She's always teaching, and you just have to listen. And she was like, "Get those flyers out, promote yourself." And one of her videos, she was like, she made her T-shirts. I'm like, I can do that. And then I realized I had did that for I had did a craft fair outside in the fall, and I had made a long sleeve shirt, and it had my logo on it. I'm like, why did I stop? I need to do that. So I'm going to uh, make me some shirts with my logo and everything on it, or just my writing or whatever. But I'm going to do it. So let me get to this haul because this is really short because I didn't get too much from it, but what I got was great. Okay, I made the closing basket. It's very nice, but I wanted to put salt shakers in the closing basket, and the closing basket is earth tones. So I wanted to really find something that could be earth tony. I found something in Walmart. It was just plain white, which I should have got because it would have went better with the basket. So now the basket is not going to have salt shakers, salt and pepper shakers. But I got the cutest ones. I don't know if you can see this. This is a basket with a salt shaker and a pepper shaker, and they're tomatoes in a basket. I paid less than five. I paid $4 for these. They're beautiful. And these are bowls, salt shakers. I just got them because they don't go with anything yet. But I'm like, if I'm gonna do them, they're nice and odd. So, like again, I say I like to see odd things because it draws attention to the basket. So I got these. Let me see what else I got. Oh, they have seasonings and stuff, And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't cook. I mean, let me back up. I cook, and I cook very well, but I'm a southern cooker. I'm from Georgia, so I like my rice and gravy and collard greens and fried chicken. And my husband is from Northern. He's been trained as a chef, and he's always fancy, and he does stuff. Everything he cooks is great. So when we first got married, my husband was like, "I'm really not into being a geisha because we used to have rice with everything. It was like that's how I was raised. We had rice with everything." And this was during the honeymoon stage where you break out crying, and I broke out crying because I thought he was saying that he didn't like my food. So right then and there, I was like, "Fine, I won't cook anymore. I'll wash the dishes and you cook." He was like, "Fine, you ain't saying nothing but a word." And it's been like that for like the last 30 years. The only time I cook is Christmas, Father's Day, and Thanksgiving. Other than that, he cooks, unless there's something I want to try. Um, so I stay in my lane. I'm the baker. I make pies. Um, I make, like I said, I try stuff. So I made these apple dumplings, and people love them. I love banana pudding, but nobody in my house loves it, but my children do. So I made it a different way. So I kind of experiment with baking. Um, my mother, I make her this um, macaroni and cheese with shrimp, and she loves it. She's always asking me for it, but unfortunately, she can't have shrimp anymore because she gets gout. So I told her, I says, "Mom, if you eat cherries, because cherry juice and cherries kind of interact for gout." And my husband's friend gets gout from seafood, but he says he starts 2 or 3 weeks before he knows he's going to have seafood, and he does cherry juices and eat cherries and stuff, and the gout doesn't actually bother him, but that's like once in a while. And so my mom is really upset she can't have the shrimp macaroni and cheese anymore. I'm going to end this by saying, feel the fear and do it anyway. And the meaning of that is things in life scare you, but the fear only lasts seconds until after you do it and it's gone. You're no longer afraid of it because you've accomplished it. And that's one of my favorite things that I say. And I said that to my children. Now they say, "Mom, you were right. Feel the fear and do it anyway." So until the next time, I want to say thank you for coming in, sitting down with me. I'm a coffee drinker. Listening to me. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling. But before I go, I almost forgot. There was one other thing. I just saw it. There was one other thing that I got from HomeGoods. This is tea. I love the packaging, and it was $4.99. And the reason I got it is because I have this beautiful teapot and cup. It's a teapot that has the cup on it. It's all in one. And I've been trying to do a concept with it, and the concepts that I've been doing has not been working out until I found this. Now it was going to work. So when I do it, I will show you. But this was the last thing that I got in my haul. Yes, this one I got Friday. These I got Friday. But everything else I got Saturday. So I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. I'm going to say thank you for staying. If you liked it, hit that like button. Leave me a comment. And please subscribe. I have a whole lot left in me to show you. I don't think I'm going to do all of them today because since I joined the basket community, my eyes have been different. As far as when I go out and I shop and I look for stuff, um, my thought is, how can I make that in a basket? Hmm, how can I put that in a basket? And I didn't buy a lot of stuff. I had a lot of stuff starting this. And like I said, for me, I'm a crafter. The gift baskets are now going to bring all of that together for me into one. I mean, you will see what I mean by it. But my next thing that I think I'm going to bring you is all of the stuff that I have used and made with my Cricut. Again, I was on Classy's Live where she asked somebody to teach her about Cricut, and I said I would teach you, but I also said I've been barred from Cricut. And what I meant by that is I'm obsessed with Cricut since it came out. Since my husband bought me my first machine. And when I say barred, my husband has barred me from buying any other machine that says Cricut on it. I have the Cricut 2, I have the Maker, I have the Joy, I have the Joy XL, I have the Cup Maker, I have the thing that you once it's a light thing. I don't know what it's called, but you put your when you're weeding, you put it on, the light comes through. I have that. My son's bought me 2 light boxes to take pictures of the stuff that I've done. I have, oh my God, I have tons, not tons, but I have a lot of iron-on vinyl. I wanted to do sublimation, so my children bought me an Epson printer for my birthday last year, and I was like, oh great, I can convert it. And my husband is always the one that's reasonable, not me. He was like, no, you're not, because if you convert it to a sublimation printer, you're going to lose your warranty, and we're not about to have a printer without a warranty. I'm turning it into a sublimation printer this year because it's a year old. I think you only get a year's worth of a warranty on any printer that you buy. So now I can subvert it to a sublimation printer. I don't know. But because I have to get his help, so I gotta wait till he comes around. when you've been married as long as I have and you're really best friends, you get your way. You get your way sometimes. He gets his way sometimes. I get my way sometimes. But the printer, he was like, you're not converting that. If you want a printer, you need to buy yourself a sublimation printer. I'm like, well, I was getting ready to get off, and I found one other thing, and then again, I started talking. So, thank you again for coming in and sit down and getting comfortable and listen to me. Have a great day.